Minister, I think we're into the realm of unintended consequences here, to be honest, and as the other speakers have pointed out, in my own GAA club in Waterford, last year we had a fundraiser, €100 a ticket again for a house in Dungarvan that raised €600,000. That money is going exclusively to underage sports development. And I can guarantee you that people who are buying a €100 ticket for a house are not really gambling. They know what they're doing. They're giving money to their club. And that's what they're doing. And if they're lucky, they might get something, but they're not doing it because of gambling. But I think you have strayed, and this does need to be looked at because so many organisations and individual GAA clubs as well use a lotto type arrangement, and people buy for the same reason. That's not the kind of gambling that we're trying to address. And could I also point out to you to what's not in the legislation, Minister, which is a gambling block, which I brought up with Taoiseach Varadkar here nearly 8-10 weeks ago. The reason, something that was agreed in this House in principle over 2 years ago, where the banks would bring in gambling block on credit and debit cards for problem gamblers and those recovering from gambling addiction, where the cards would be blocked out from accessing any gambling site. And that hasn't moved at all, Minister, and I think that is a significant issue. It should be in this legislation. We waited long enough for it. It's something that is being done very successfully in the UK. It can be easily done here. The banks agreed to do it, and yet it has not progressed. So, Minister, I would say to you, please, to relook again at the issue of the fundraising for community philanthropic social groups, and secondly, introduce a credit card, debit card, gambling block for problem gamblers in this legislation. Good.